Welcome to the Tech Basement. Today we're going to try to fit all these components in the NR200. Please don't mistake this with the NR200P. They are a little different. So we will discuss why I'm doing this and what modifications I may have to do in order to fit the two 280 radiators in this case. First of all, the reason why I'm upgrading. My Asus motherboard, as you may see if you watch this video up here, went bad on me. And I had a couple of problems getting it taken care of, and time was going by and I needed to get back up streaming and doing things like this. So that is the reason why I am doing this. Some of you may ask, why don't I just swap out the motherboard? It's cheaper, things like that. Well, it's the end of the AM4 series, but I wanted an upgrade path, so I went to the AM5, as you can see here. What I went up to was the 7950X. At the time when I had to purchase this, which was about a month and a half ago, somewhere around there, the 7800 X3D was having a bit of issues and I wanted to just get up and running. So I didn't grab that, even though it would have been a good processor for the things I do, especially the streaming and the gaming. I also went with, as you can see, the Gigabyte, and it's the B650i. I'm still staying with the ITX, as you can tell, because of the case. And I also upgraded to another NVMe. That is the Crucial P3 Plus. It was pretty cheap for storage of my games and my YouTube videos. Let's see. Another thing that I have not posted yet, and that's we're going to be using, is the EK Quantum Velocity 2 with the pump reservoir for the processor cooling, all in one, that is. Now, another addition, I know that I put out there that I did water cooling on the Red Devil. I'm also adding the EK Vector plate for the top. I was getting high temperatures on the graphics card in particular places where this was going to bring it down, and it actually did bring those temperatures down. Now, going on to the radiators, we have a new radiator here. Is the EK Quantum Surface. It's the thinnest radiator that they have in this series. It's also a 280, just like this one, which I believe I did a video on. If not, this is new to us then. And it's the XR5 280. For the fans, I am running the Arctic P14 Slims on these because it's at the bottom, and I only had so much room after putting this in. I had the 240 in there before, and with regular size fans, the 15 millimeter fans, and it just barely cleared by about 5 millimeters or so. So I had to go with the Slims once I put this in, and this also required the modification I was talking about earlier. The modification was on the bottom grill where I had to screw in, actually make some holes for the mounting of the fan to the bottom of the case. For the exhaust, and I've had this on the exhaust for quite some time while using the Cooler Master NR200 is also Arctic P12 PWM PST fans, and those work out really well as well. Now, to power all this, we are going to use, once again, the Corsair 750 Platinum, and that is the Corsair SF750. This is a workhorse, and it has no problems powering all this. You are coming close if you're going to do this particular setup with a 3-pin graphics card. You're going to need to buy another cable for that, because this only comes with 2, so just be aware of that. Now, getting all this into the case itself, I have to say that it's all fitting really nicely, but there were some problems. We have problems with the cables. Could I probably go ahead and get 90-degree cable fittings? That is a possibility, but the cooling, I don't think it is working as well as it could. So I'm looking at a different solution. In other words, a different case, and I'm swinging towards the SSUP Mushroom S. Now that looks like it's going to cool it really nice, and everything is going to fit in here just fine. Another thing, speaking of fitting into a case, which was not a problem, the cables are a lot more of a problem than the graphics card water block. Now the water block sticks out probably 5 millimeters, maybe less, but with the sides I can shut it with that. Now, in addition to the cables being the problem, the cables are just sticking out too far, and that's just too much for it to stay closed. Please put down in the comments, what do you think of the SSUP Mushroom S as a replacement for this to house all of these components? Now, if you like this video, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and Chris is saying out.